Long ago, beyond the edge of time and dust, there stood a kingdom bathed in light. Elarion, a land of peace, wisdom and hope. Its ruler, King Alden Aric, was no ordinary king. He carried a power blessed by the light itself, a sacred strength meant to protect, never to destroy. Under his rule, the people of Elarion thrived. The poor were cared for, the weak protected, and among them all one soul shined brighter, his young son. Prince Eren Aric. Eren's kindness and courage were the heartbeat of Elarion. The people adored him, and the land bloomed with laughter and song. But peace never lasts forever, for where light shines brightest, darkness always lurks nearby. Beyond Elarion's borders lay the kingdom of Dravonia, a realm of greed, pride, and shadow. Its ruler, King Varkon Voss, was a man consumed by his own hunger for power. He ruled his people through fear and blood, no mercy, no compassion, and yet his cruelty didn't end there. Varkon's thirst for pleasure led him to enslave the innocent women of his lands, a sin that his queen, Selene, and daughter Princess Lyra could never forgive. Lyra was unlike her father. Her heart was gentle, her soul filled with light, the very light that Dravonia had long lost. But Varkon's greed knew no end. He wanted Elarion, its gold, its beauty, its peace. And one moonless night his army marched through the dark, silent as death itself. The invasion came like a storm. Elarion burned, the sky roared with fire and screams. King Alden fought bravely, his sword flashing like a ray of light against the darkness. But the enemy was too many. The queen fell by the blade, and the young prince, terrified, hid behind the throne, bleeding. King Alden turned to his son, his voice trembled but strong. "Eren, listen to me. Darkness can destroy a kingdom, but not the light within you. Run, my son, run and live." An arrow struck his chest, and as his last breath faded, Eren disappeared into the shadows. 17 years passed. In the depths of a forgotten forest, a young man trained under the watchful eyes of an old warrior. His eyes burned with purpose. His name, Eren Aric. The old warrior spoke. "Your training is complete, Eren. Remember this. The true strength of a king is not in his sword, but in his heart." Eren raised his blade and whispered, "I will bring back the light of Elarion." Meanwhile, Elarion was no longer what it once was. Under Dravonia's rule, it had become a land of fear and ashes. The people suffered under Varkon's cruelty. One morning, as the sun kissed the horizon, Eren walked along a quiet path by a lake. There he saw her, a young woman sitting alone, watching the sunrise reflect upon the water. He didn't know who she was, but his heart stopped. She turned and smiled. Her name was Lyra Voss, the daughter of the man who had destroyed his world. Neither knew the truth, but fate had already begun weaving their story. Days turned into weeks. They met again and again by that same lake. In her laughter, Eren found peace. In his eyes, Lyra found light. Love grew where it never should have. But destiny had other plans. Eren gathered a band of brave villagers, a secret resistance. Together, they trained in the shadows, waiting for the night that would reclaim their kingdom. And when that night finally came, the moon shone bright over Elarion. Eren's army moved like wind, swift, silent, unstoppable. The royal guards fell one by one. The palace trembled. King Varkon roared in fury. "Who dares bring war to my gates?" And from the shadows, Eren stepped forward. "The son of the king you murdered." Steel clashed. The fight was fierce, light against darkness, past against present. Eren struck Varkon down, his sword at the tyrant's throat, then a cry, Lyra's voice. "No, don't kill him, please. He's my father." Eren froze. The truth hit him like thunder. His heart broke. He lowered his sword. But Varkon, consumed by hate, grabbed a fallen dagger and charged. Before he could strike, an arrow pierced his chest. It was Queen Selene, tears in her eyes. She whispered, "I've been silent too long, Varkon. Tonight, I choose justice." Varkon fell, the tyrant finally defeated. Dawn arrived. Elarion's bells rang once more. The light had returned. On the royal throne sat King Alden Aric, and beside him Queen Lyra Voss, the union of two souls, once divided by war. "From this day," Eren spoke, "Elarion shall forever stand for peace, for light, and for love." As the sun rose over the hills, the kingdom bloomed again, and the story of Elarion became the legend of hope itself.